if you want to avoid the difficulties in dividing a business in divorce, in going through the appraisals and going through um, the legal wrangling, which can be very expensive, sometimes the cost of doing it exceeds the value of the business. I mean, that's how difficult it can be. One way you can kind of circumvent that is to early on come to a premarital agreement as to what's going to happen to the business if it existed before the marriage. Or if you start a business during the marriage, have a marital agreement that defines what happens to this marital estate, this marital asset in the marital estate. Also, in addition to having those agreements in the marriage, you should speak with a business lawyer about putting a buy-sell agreement or other agreements in the business as to how the spouses are going to deal with one another should they no longer be married. So not only do you want to have a marital agreement, but you want to have an agreement inside the business handled by lawyers familiar with business agreements to describe how the parties are going to handle the dissolution so that, for instance, they aren't forced into being partners in a business once they're no longer married. And that can be something that happens. And so a good buy-sell agreement inside the business itself can also be very important to resolving the dissolution of a marriage without it ending up in the dissolution of the business.